it is time to level up. Let's do this! Hey, good morning guys. It is episode 5, October 14th, 14 days into the series. It is about 8:15 a.m. We got back from Bali on Friday at around 3 o'clock in the morning. And honestly, throughout the trip, I couldn't even get a single workout in, which was expected because it was a short and packed trip. But we did walk a lot. So in terms of progress, it's not been too bad. Friday morning, I was weighing in at 77.1 kgs, which was exactly the same as I was on the day we left. So I'll take that. But in terms of the goals that I set for myself this week, that has been pretty bad. I just got one workout in before the trip, and then I'm going to be getting my second one in today. So that's 2 out of 4. And then I've hardly slept the last couple of days. I'd say about 5 hours each night. That's been bad. Diet's been okay. I've tried my best to stay on track even while I was traveling. And I think the only thing that's been on point is my step count. But apart from that, everything has been not so good. But yeah, that's life. You just got to figure out ways to make things work the best you can. Anyway, now that we're back, this following week is going to be a much better week. I can already feel it. I got ahead. I have a call with a client in about 5 minutes. I'm going to finish that and I'll see you in the gym. All right, guys, let's talk about my current workout program. I'm currently following a 4-day workout program. It's basically a slight variation of the full program. Full stands for power, hypertrophy, upper, lower. It's basically focusing on 2 things. Building strength and building muscle. So 2 days a week, I'm focusing on pure strength training, which means lesser reps around the 3 to 5 mark, but heavier weights on the big lifts. And the other 2 days, the focus is more on hypertrophy or muscle building style of training, where I'll be lifting a little lighter, but the rep ranges will be between the 8 to 12. So this is the first time I'm following such a split, so thought I'll give it a try. Today I continued from where I left off. So a day before the trip, I completed an upper body strength day. So today was day 2 of the program, which was a lower body strength day. And here is the workout. Feel free to screenshot it and give it a try. Alright guys, let's quickly go over my current grocery haul. If you are in India, you pretty much get everything that I'm going to go over in a bit. If you're in the US, don't worry about it. I will share other alternatives and options that are easily available for you in the US. But let's first start off with the most important macronutrient, protein. So my main protein sources are, number 1, chicken thighs. Now understand that chicken thighs have a lot more fat as compared to chicken breasts, but I personally like chicken thighs more in terms of taste. But if you don't have a preference, go with chicken breast because they are lower in calories and have more protein. Number 2 on the list, eggs. I pretty much have them every single day, mostly egg whites. Whole eggs are good for you, but then they generally have a lot more calories. So I have about 1 to 2 whole eggs and the rest are egg whites. You can get liquid egg white containers. They are easily accessible in the US in any of the grocery stores, or what you can do is just remove the yolk from the whole egg itself. Number 3 on the list is paneer. Now this brand Farm Connect is something new that I found here, guys. It claims to have 31 grams of protein for 100 gram serving with just 5 grams of fat. Now if that is true, that is amazing, guys. But in general, if you are going with normal paneer, just understand that it is a protein source as well as a fat source. So just be careful how much you have of it, because with the protein, you're also going to be getting equal amounts of fat, if not more. Number 4 on the list is Greek yogurt. Now the one I'm going with here is this brand called Epigamia. Tastes pretty good and also has decent amounts of protein. But if you are in the US, you do have more options. The ones I used to go with were Dan Light and Fit Greek yogurt. You get the small and the big container, and the other one was Oikos. Now Oikos doesn't taste as good as the Dan Light and Fit, but it does have more protein as compared to that. Number 5 on the list is milk. Now I prefer fat-free milk over whole milk. If you're looking for something that's even lesser in calories, you can go with almond milk, but just understand that almond milk does not have as much protein as whole milk or fat-free milk. Number 6 on the list, is whey protein. Nothing wrong with protein powder, guys. It's just a convenient way to get your protein in and hit your protein goals on a daily basis. In India, my 2 go-to brands are My Protein and Muscle Blaze. When I was in the US, I usually would go with, again, My Protein or Optimum Nutrition. And finally, the last thing on my list are protein bars. Now, I don't eat these every single day, but when I am traveling or I'm going to be going out and I know I'm going to be hungry, I will carry a protein bar with me. Definitely a better option, and it's generally better than eating something random on the go. Now, in India, the one I prefer is the Max Protein Bar. It has 30 grams of protein, but if you are in the US, you definitely have more options. I have tried pretty much all of them, and my top 3 would be the Pure Protein Bar, the Power Crunch Bar, and the Kirkland Protein Bar that you get at Costco. Now, other protein options, especially if you are in the United States, number 1 is fat-free cheese. I used to use that all the time. 1 serving of that has 9 grams of protein with 0 grams of fat. You get them in pretty much every single store, guys, so just replace your normal cheese with that. Number 2 would be the Fairlife Core Power Protein Shakes. Now, these are pre-packaged protein shakes which you get pretty much in every store, and honestly, if you ask me, it is one of the best tasting ones in the market. Again, if you're traveling somewhere or you're on the go, it's a convenient way to just grab it and drink it whenever you feel like drinking it. Moving on to the fat sources. Number 1, different kind of nuts. For me, that would be peanuts and almonds. Great sources of fat and also decent amount of protein. Number 2 on the list, whole eggs and paneer. Like I mentioned before, they have good amount of protein as well as good amounts of fat. Number 3, chia seeds. They are very good for you. They contain fiber, omega-3, and are the perfect addition to add to your smoothies. Number 4 on the list, nut butters. I personally go with peanut butter, but you can go with almond butter too. Just make sure you get the ones that don't have too many unnecessary ingredients in them. If you are in India, you can go with this brand called Pintola. As you can see, the only things that they have are peanuts. If you're in the US, you also get natural ones too, and the easiest place to find it would be in Costco. And finally, number 6 on the list are things like olive oil, butter, and ghee. While I don't use too much of that, I definitely use them to make basically make Indian recipes like dal, chicken curry, and things like that. Other fat sources are things like avocados, cashews, walnuts, flax seeds, and the only other thing I can think of now is dark chocolate, even salmon and stuff like that, guys. If you are in the US and you don't want to use normal butter, you do get a low-calorie alternative. It is called I Can't Believe It's Not Butter. I used to pretty much use that in place of butter all the time, so you can go with that. And if you don't feel like using oil or ghee or butter or any of that, you can just get yourself a cooking spray. Perfect. Let's now move on to carbohydrates and snacks. First on the list, rice, a staple, guys. It has to be on my list. There's no way I'll ever stop eating rice. Number 2, rotis. Now that I'm in India, my mom makes rotis, so it's pretty convenient. But when I was in the US, I would get the uncooked ones. The ones you get at Costco are 160 calories per roti. You get lower calorie ones like this one, which is just 100 calories per roti. Next on the list are different kind of lentils and beans, moong dal, green moong, chickpeas, rajma, and everything else in this category, guys. They are all great sources of carbs and also great sources of protein. And then in the evening, I usually have a snack. It can be these digestive biscuits, or it can be Oreo, or sometimes I add this muesli into my Greek yogurt. It tastes amazing, and I'm also getting decent amount of protein from it as well. And if you are in the US, you can get this protein granola by Nature's Valley. Tastes really, really good, guys. You can add it to your Greek yogurt, whether that's Dan and Light and Fit, Chobani, or Oikos. 1 serving of it has about 10 grams of protein. So if you are looking for a sweet, high protein snack, you can try this out. And in terms of fruits and vegetables, guys, I'm currently having anything that's at home. Usually it's just bananas or apples for my smoothies. I also use baby spinach and kale again for my smoothies, and I also have a small bowl of cucumber and carrot on the side during my lunch and dinner. And that's pretty much it, guys. Those are my main carb sources, and you can obviously add things like oats and bread to your diet as well. I'm currently not using them. The final thing that I want to go over are my supplements. The only supplements supplements that I am using are whey protein, creatine monohydrate. Usually I add that to my smoothie. Collagen, I absolutely love this one. I usually have it right after lunch. Green superfood powder, and the basic things like multivitamins, fish oil, and vitamin D3. Oh, and I also got a pack of Pepsi Black. It's basically a 0-calorie drink. Now, I'm not going to debate on whether that is good or bad for you. I know for a fact that it is 0 calories, and I don't drink it every day, and even if I do, I don't go beyond a bottle. So anything in moderation is fine, guys. But yeah, every once in a while I do enjoy that. And I guess that's it, guys. I don't think I missed anything else. But yeah, that is my current grocery haul. And with that, guys, we come to the end of this section. I hope you learned a thing or two. I hope you found it informative. And if you did, like always, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And now let's get back to the vlog. All right, guys, just finished working out. Now I'm having a protein shake. I usually have a smoothie, but today it's just gonna be 2 scoops of whey protein with a little bit of milk. I'm saving up my calories. Let me show you why. So today is actually a festival at home. My mom's made a lot of food here. So I will be forced to eat all of this, which is why I want to save up my calories for lunch. And therefore, just for now, I'm having a protein shake. Hey guys, it's about 7:15. I couldn't shoot much today. I had a lot of work since I was gone the last couple of days. A lot of work piled up and I had to just take care of it. But the reason why I'm here and what I want to talk to you about is an issue a lot of people face, which is motivation. And what I would want to say is one thing that sets successful people apart from unsuccessful people, whether it's in fitness or any other field, is that they focus more on discipline than motivation. They honestly don't have more motivation than us, guys. But what they do have is the discipline to do what they need to do every single day. They're tired, they don't feel like doing anything, they do it anyway. They are not feeling good, they don't want to work out, they do it anyway. It's raining outside and it's cold, they don't want to go for a walk, they do it anyway. The reason why I'm saying this is because we are 2 weeks into the series, guys, and that motivation that we had on day 1 is going to fade. At least for me, it has. What I felt on day 1, I'm not feeling as much right now on day 14. But what I do know, or what I just keep telling myself, is that I need to be doing what I need to be doing every day. That's the only way that's gonna set us apart, guys. If you want to succeed in this fat loss journey or this fitness journey of yours, you cannot depend on motivation, because that will not stay. It doesn't stay for anyone. That's completely normal. What you need to understand is that you have set goals on a weekly basis. All you need to worry about is hitting those goals on a day-to-day basis. Don't worry about any other external factors. Don't worry about the motivation. You are not going to be motivated, guys, every day. What you can control is what you can do. Motivation is something you cannot control. So if you have a game plan, if you have promised yourself that this is what you're going to be doing, or this is what you need to do, just figure out a way to do it, guys. Do not depend on external factors like motivation, because that will fade. And with that, guys, I'll end the vlog here. Had dinner, it was pretty much the same that I had for lunch. I got my steps in, aiming to bump up my steps to 11K moving into week 3. And that's pretty much it, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one.